Good morning, everybody. I am Dr. Dondiba Ishwanath, Assistant Professor of Chemistry, Government First Grade College, KR from Bangalore. Today I am going to discuss about chemistry of newer materials, which belongs to Chemistry 7, that is inorganic chemistry, or paper 7 of 6th semester BSc, affiliated to Bangalore and Bangalore North University. In this class, I have to discuss the second material, that is superconductors. Now, in this class, I have to discuss superconductors definition, then conditions of superconductivity, Meissner effect, classification of superconductors, type 1 superconductors, definition with example, type 2 superconductors, definitions with examples, atypical superconductors, definition with examples. Then lastly, differences between type 1 superconductor and type 2 superconductor. Now let us discuss one by one. First one is superconductors. Those materials which do not acquire resistance at very low temperature, it is also called as a below critical temperature, or it is also called as a below transition temperature, are called superconductors, and the phenomena is called superconductivity. Now come to that is the conditions of superconductivity. First condition goes to metals or alloys and intermetallic compound should acquire the infinite electrical conductivity or zero electrical resistivity below the critical or transition temperature. This first condition should be satisfied. Then only the substance it becomes a superconductor. One more that is condition for superconductivity is metals or alloys and intermetallic compound should acquire perfect diamagnetism. That is, expulsion of magnetic field takes place when cooled below the critical or transition temperature. This is the another condition for superconductivity. Therefore, we simply say that the metallic compound or compound should acquire zero resistivity, and second one is it is a perfect magnetism. Then only the material becomes a superconductor. These are the two conditions for superconductivity. Next, coming to that is the Meissner effect. This effect can be explained. The exclusion of magnetic flux inside the superconductor whenever it is cooled below critical temperature or transition temperature in an externally applied magnetic field, then superconducting material behaves as a perfect diamagnet. This effect is known as Meissner effect. We say that here we have to consider that is the first one. This is the blue globe is nothing but it is a material, and a applied magnetic field takes place. It is a lines of forces or flux forces. When if the temperature is above the critical temperature, then all that is lines of the flux passes through the material, and it is attract towards the magnetic field. The material attract towards the magnetic field, and it becomes a magnetic property. It acts as a magnetic in nature. Magnetic in nature, either paramagnetic or ferromagnetic in nature, and therefore it becomes a the superconductivity is lost, or it do not acquire a superconductivity at that place. When same situation we are cooling goes on cooling, if the temperature is attained at below critical temperature of that material, then line of the forces it exclusion takes place. Exclusion of magnetic flux takes place, and the material which repel the magnetic flux or magnetic field, applied magnetic field, and it becomes a perfect diamagnetic in nature, and hence this material is became a superconductor. This is explained by that is a Meissner, and therefore this is called as a Meissner effect. Now next coming to the classification of superconductors. Depending on their behavior towards external magnetic fields, superconductors are classified into three types, namely type 1 superconductor, type 2 superconductor and atypical superconductors. Now let us discuss one by one. First one is type 1 superconductor. Those superconductors which have only one critical or transition temperature point and which lose their superconductivity very easily or suddenly above the critical point when they placed in a external magnetic field and they perfectly obey Meissner effect are called type 1 superconductors. Examples: the pure metals like aluminum at 1.17 Kelvin temperature, lead 7.2 Kelvin temperature, mercury minus 4.15 Kelvin temperature, zinc minus 0.85 Kelvin temperature, alloys like tantalum, disilicon, covalent, that is doped materials like silicon carbide with boron. These are the example of type 1 superconductors. Now next come to that is type 2 superconductors. Those superconductors which have two critical or transition temperature points and which lost their superconductivity gradually or slowly between two critical or transition temperature points, starts from lower critical transition temperature points and ends at upper critical transition temperature point when they applied in the external magnetic field and they partially obey the Meissner effect are called type 2 superconductors. Now examples for this: the elements like niobium, vanadium, technetium, these are the example for type 2 superconductors. They having a more, that is a two critical points and the conductivity will be vary according to type 2 superconductors. Doped materials like boron doped diamond and silicon, metal alloy like niobium, tantalum, titanium, niobium, tin, cuprate, perovskite, that is the perovskite is nothing but calcium titanium oxide, and the barium tribismuth. These are the example for or alloys or metal alloys of type 2 superconductors. Now next come to that is the last one, third one, atypical superconductors. Those superconductors are made up of fluorides like C60, which is spherical in shape and do not have high critical temperature point and are called atypical superconductors. The examples: fullerenes, that is a C60, that is a fullerene. C60 is the example of atypical superconductors. Now last coming to that is the differences between type 1 superconductors and type 2 superconductors. That will be asked for 2 marks. Type 1 superconductor, whereas type 2 superconductors. In type 1 superconductor, it has only one critical or transition temperature point, but in type 2 superconductors, it has two critical transition temperature points. Second one is it obeys Meissner effect perfectly. Second, in type 2 superconductor, it obeys Meissner effect partially. Third difference, the superconductivity changes suddenly at critical point or below the critical point or above the critical point. That is superconductivity suddenly changes. Here superconductivity changes slowly between two critical points. Example for type 1 superconductors, that is alloys like tantalum, disilicon. Covalent doped materials like silicon carbide with boron doped are the example for type 1 superconductors, whereas type 2 superconductor examples metal like niobium, titanium, niobium, tin, or that is a cuprate perovskite, that is a calcium titanium oxide, are example for barium tribismuth. These are the examples between, these are the differences between that is a type 1 and type 2 superconductors, and this complete that is a material number 2, that is a superconductor.